Hello friends, today we are going to be learning about 3D printing. In the index, we'll be knowing that what we'll be learning about 3D printing. First, we are going to be learning what is 3D printing, how does it works, how are things printed, what sorts of things can be made with 3D printers. 3D printing. 3D printing is a process in which a digital model is turned into a tangible, solid three-dimensional object, usually by laying down many successive thin layers of material. 3D printing has become popular so quickly because it makes manufacturing accessible and more easy for the people than ever before. This is partially due to the price. The starting price for a basic 3D printer is about, but also the small size of the printer is compared to the traditional manufacturing. How does First, a virtual design of the object is made. This design will work like a blueprint for the 3D printer to read. The virtual design is made using computer aided system aided design CAD, which is mostly used on Tinkercad, a type of software that can be create precise drawings and technical illustrations. A virtual design can also be made using a 3D scanner, which creates a copy of an existing object by basically taking pictures it from different angles. Once the virtual model is made, it must be prepared for printing. This is done by breaking down the model into many layers using the process called slicing. Slicing takes the model and slices into thousand or hundred, even thousand and hundred of thin horizontal layers using special software. After the model is sliced, the slices are ready to be uploaded to the 3D printer. This is done by a USB cable or Wi-Fi connection to move the sliced model from the computer on the 3D printer. When the file is uploaded to the 3D printer, it it is ready to slice off the model and print it by layer and layer. This is the first step, second step, and third step. Are actually printed. The 3D printer will begin printing the layers of its material in a process known as material extrusion. Depending on the type of the 3D printer and material being used, there are several methods of material extrusion. Most commonly, the printer will have a nozzle ejecting a semi-liquid material like molten plastic, metal, or cement. The extrusion nozzle can move in both horizontal and vertical directions as it precisely places the material, following the blueprints of the digital model layer by layer. This process is repeated until the 3D printer has replicated every layer in the digital model with the extruded material, like shown in this picture. This is the nozzle, and this is it's done by the hot glue gun. What of things can be made with 3D printers? Nearly anything you can imagine can be turned into a design that can be 3D printed. 3D printers are helping designers, engineers, and even everyday people create complex in it ways previous manufacturing methods were not capable of it. 3D printers are being used to create toys, phone cases, tools, then clothing, table, lamp, pottery, art, and even cars and many more. The medical field is also finding new ways to use 3D printing to help patients. Doctors are now being able to print 3D medical models that are so accurate that surgeons can easily essentially do a practice run on a patient 3D model before actually operating on that patient. 3D printed models are also being used to create less expensive, more durable, and better fitting prosthetics for individuals who have lost their legs or limbs. 3D printed production is a quickly evolving industry with a lot of exciting potential for the future. We have only just begun to see all the ways 3D printed objects can make our life easier, more convenient, safer, and healthier. And with 3D printing evolving as quickly as people can come up with new designs to print it may not be long before we live in a world where you can 3D print your lunch, a custom fitted shirt, or a replacement of the parts to repair the everyday objects, all from the comfort of your own home. Thank you, friends. Make sure you see to me in my next video.